So quick update as I'm walking over to this piece of shit, the 5115. It's the next morning from the last video. So the service tech showed up. It was never regenerating for me, even when I put it in manual, because it was past that point. It went to D rate. So he had to hook his computer up and manually regenerate it through his computer. And his first words were, "You just got great luck," because the same as the 8235, which is sitting over there under the corn crib right now, he went through all the numbers on the computer. It was hitting all the numbers it was supposed to hit, temperatures, you know, when it gets up to make it regenerate, blah, 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 blah. So he doesn't have a clue why it did what it did. So same thing as what that did when you saw in a video here from spring. So basically the Greta Al Gore bullshit just, I don't know, starts failing after so many years and just starts having issues where you have to have the dealer come out to, you know, can't do anything without a computer. So, but anyways, that supposedly is okay now. He asked me, he goes, "Well, how'd the 8235 do after we did it?" Well, it ain't had much use since, I mean, we finished spring work, but who knows. So anyways, today's adventure. So today, tomorrow, and Thursday, for 3 days, they're doing the big outdoor New York State Outdoor Farm Show. You know, the one, if you go back to last year, that I said sucked because for 20 or 30 years it had been over here in Seneca Falls. Beautiful place, nice flat ground. Yeah, and then they moved it to Pompeii, to this place where Palladino Farms, where it was back in the 80s for 3, 4, 5 years, something like that. But, you know, it's like having a farm show on my ground, mountains. So I basically did a review of it last year and said it sucked, which it did. And apparently a lot of people said it sucked because they've just been pumping out the advertisements that, oh, it's so much great, you know, better this year, you're gonna love it, blah, blah, blah. So we decided, all right, fine, we'll give it one more shot. We'll try it. You know, they're supposed to have little tram things and whatnot, and they're supposed to smooth the roads out. You know, the like my driveway here where the run across is, that was their roadways between, or their laneways, you could say, between the lines of equipment. You know, if you go back to that video from last year where I was standing, walking next to the guy in the electric wheelchair so he didn't flip, for God's sakes, because the roads were so horrible and it was hilly, and we're gonna try it. And I know last year we said we were never going back, but if it sucks this year, we ain't going back. Now, I don't know why it's not over here anymore at Lot Farms, where it, like I said, it had been for 20 or 30 years. I'm sure this had something to do with it. You know, everything in this world revolves around money. But I don't know. I think their attendance wasn't that great last year. I think a lot of people got there and left. We'll see what happens this year. But if it sucks, we ain't gonna bother to go back. We'll just go to the one in the winter time at the New York State Fairgrounds that's indoors. All right, we're here. First thing we need to find is the little blue huts. Thinking that way, maybe? Because we rode the little trolley thing up, so we didn't have to walk up the mountain the first time. Because as you can tell, we're on top of the hill. So, all right, we got to find the piers, then we'll be back. All right, so if you got to use a porta shitter, they drop you off way the hell up there at the so-called entrance at the top of the mountain. And then you get to walk down the mountain so you can take a piss.
I don't have to piss.
Yeah, I've already decided we won't be back next year. They want to move this back to a sensible place, so be it. This ain't sensible.
I'm just gonna put in my 2 cents. I saw an extendable back scratcher for $3, and I that's cool.
Am I on?
Tell them what you thought.
Okay, I don't know what pissing match they're having with the old place, but they need to get over it because going to the bathroom.
You pee sideways.
I mean, look at this one on the end.
Yeah,
It
that
looks
one.
like it's gonna tip over.
That one
if
might
you-
fall
if you
over.
Get into on the left side of it. I'm like,
I had to pee uphill.
this is a joke.
Yeah, it was great. So we're already enjoying ourselves immensely at the very beginning. All right, Jeff, found you in New Holland. T7 270. Hooked onto some funky off-brand front mower and back mowers. It's interesting here, the way things are parked on the hills. Landall drill, looks like a 30-footer, 3-piece. Landall disc. The rows make no sense because we started down this row thinking it was the far outside row, and partway down they decided
Well, now we're 2 up.
to start. Yeah, now we're 2 up. Oh boy.
Well, they're like staggered tiers.
Yeah, it makes no sense. We're just gonna keep going down this row.
I can see from here, so if something interests me, I'll walk
Yeah.
down there.
Mom's gonna track.
I'm thinking this is the JCB backhoe last year that was loud as shit whenever they'd start it. Yeah,
Go with the fire.
Buy myself a new tractor.
yeah. I'm gonna check out this backhoe. This is the one last year that they started every now and then. It sounds like a race car. I never did get a close-up of it last year, so I'll get one now. Not exactly your standard engine in that bad boy. No. All right, Jeff, we have more New Holland stuff. That would be sweet right there. With the boom mower on it for mowing ditches and stuff. Yeah. I could go for that. That'd be sweet too. Big baler. I want nothing to do with hay. Another T7 270. And this row seems to end, kind of. This is the most half-assed setup. All right, so this row kind of ends other than a tent.
Let's just turn right.
Are we going through the tent?
Oh, there's a tent.
Yeah, let's go see what's in the tent.
I got
The wife wants this.
The Rock Master.
Okay, can I point out there's
Okay.
a sign
They're
that
like
says
ninja
no,
rock picking.
There's a sign that says no golf carts in the tent. Who's gonna whip their golf cart?
First of all, this thing, the 5115, wouldn't handle it, so and I'm not buying another tractor for a rock picker. Okay, so now we're walking uphill, as you can tell. There's the downhill. Yeah, this is great. Here's some cattle stuff for you cattle guys. As you can tell, this video is going to be, you know, whatever. My wife thinks these things are just great.
I think they're cute. I mean, look at the little snowblower one.
Yeah, that would work well on hills. You sit there and spin probably.
What is in my hair?
Hair?
No, there's something
I've never even heard of these things. Avant. A-V-A-N-T. Oh look, a little log grabber. And we have LS. We're tired already from climbing uphill. And we still have at least 6 or 8 more rows. But we did meet a guy in the tent back there who was just a bitchin'. Said he stopped at the Lee Publication tent to tell him how they ruined the effing show by moving it here. Language. So guess what tent I'm looking forward to finding? Yeah.
That's the puberty.
Because I'm going to tell him the same thing. Alright, so we're in what I think might be the green section.
Look at that, so tiny.
It's not very much green. They used to have combines, big tractors, mowers. That's the biggest thing they got here. A 9900 chopper. And the freaking biggest tractor sitting here is a 5100. That's it.
So far.
It makes me, well, if this is the John Deere section, that's it. So, makes me wonder what the manufacturer, you know, the companies think coming to this place and having this. How about this poor old gent? Got to go up and down these hills with his walking stick. Where in Seneca Falls is perfectly flat ground. Oh yeah, there's that backhoe with the slightly modified engine in it being started. All right, now this is cool.
They're working on it. I'm telling you.
1950 Mack, all night trucking. Now those are some cool trucks right there. Absolutely cool trucks. And obviously they do a lot of hauling of milk and stuff like that, but these antique trucks are wicked cool. Check this out. That is cool. All right, so I just had to delete something. Here's something that, you know, all three of us have decided we'll give them credit for. Let's see if there's anything in it. Apparently Wegmans is sponsoring it. They're handing out free water for, you know, having to climb the mountains. There's down, there's up. But I also just stopped at a, and I won't use the name, that's why I just deleted it, one of the vendors, because I did use the name, to ask them their opinion. Most people would much rather be in Seneca Falls than be here. All right, so how do we do this half-ass thing? Here's part of the line going, ain't nothing we need to see. Let's go this way. All right, over here we got bale wrappers, mergers. There's a Massey Ferguson tractor hooked to that merger. There's a Massey Ferguson hooked to this one, or no, hooked to them mowers. ROC merger. Never heard of it, but I've been out of the dairy business for a long time. Little sunflower disc. More Massey Ferguson tractors. Massey Ferguson has more tractors here than John Deere did. Alright, grain handling. This is A.N. Martin. This is the outfit that I deal with. They got a decent amount of things here. Some dryers. Another dryer over there. It's actually my salesman that I talk to. So you can rent those things here. Yeah, golf carts. But we didn't. I may have an issue with the guy who owns the company that's renting those golf carts. Might have been a legislator that I served with. All right, there really wasn't shit there compared to normal. I didn't even see Case, did you guys?
We didn't go all the way down. There was some red down at the very bottom.
But we're now headed, zoom in as much as I can, down the mountain to where them trucks and vehicles are parked, because we're in there. So last year we said we wouldn't be back, but they advertised it as being something great. So we said, okay, we'll give them another chance. Family?
Suckers!
Are we done?
Yes.
Chelsea?
What?
Are we done? We're not coming back?
I don't care. Unless we move it to Seneca
No.
Falls.
Yeah, not unless they move it back to Seneca Falls,
There's hardly anything here.
which for those of you who read the Country Folks magazine, and I know it's, you know, they have different regions of the country they print it for, so it's not just us here in the Northeast. Lee Publication is the one who's behind this show. I don't know what their pissing match is with the Lott family over there in Seneca Falls, but, and I didn't film it, but I made it a point to go into their tent and tell them, just thought I'd stop, like I know many have, and tell you this is bullshit. When you move it back to Seneca Falls, we'll come back to the farm show again. All right, so there was your wonderful farm show. It sucked. All right, back home at the shop, getting ready to shut it up. Electrician just left my mother's because her new range top that she had to have because her other one took a shit that, you know, got from the big box store, Lowe's, and They were going to install it. Yeah, well, they don't do electrical shit, so another reason why you don't always buy from a big box store, but whatever. This is a farm show video. Anyways, we will never go back. Nope. And like I told you in the previous clip here, I told Lee Publication that, and I'm sure a lot of people told him that, but you know, when you got to be out of breath. I mean, yeah, I'm 55, I'm kind of fat, I smoke, I drink, so, you know, not the model of health to start with, but when you see young people, you know, having to stop and they're catching their breath because you're literally walking uphill, then you got to walk downhill, then the next row, and you saw in this video, the rows are just all effed up every which direction. It's just like my wife said, I don't know what their pissing match is with Seneca Falls, but they might want to get over it if they really want to have a successful Empire Farm Days ever again, because today was day one. I didn't think the turnout was that great. I mean, there's no field demonstrations like there is over there. Just no big equipment whatsoever. It's just horrible. So this year again, they had the New York Farm Girls there at a booth. No, I did not bother to go and get chummy and say hi and all that. No, I have nothing against Evelyn, Claudia, and JoJo. You know, they seem like a good family. I've watched some of their videos. You know, they're New York farmers. I'm good with them. But like last year, they had them plus that Laura Farms. What is she? Kansas, Nebraska, something like that. And they had that girl with the pink hair. Trying to think of what her name was. Damn it, I can't think of it. Something Farm. Farmer Grace, I think it was. Yeah. I'm not being sexist, but I mean, are they paying these people to come as an attraction to try to draw people, or are they doing it for free? Are they getting the young, you know, cute, good-looking girls thinking that's gonna bring more people into a show that sucks? Because I don't think it is. I mean, yeah, there's gonna be people that'll go there to meet them, and that's fine. I mean, I'm not saying anything bad about those people. So it's just, you never seen them do that shit over in Seneca Falls where they had to bring in some kind of attraction or something. But I don't know. Like I said, if they are paying them to be there, well, then they're losing that much more money, because I don't think they're going to make a ton of money on this show. So, and I don't know how long of a contract they signed with this place to have it there, but if it's any more than last year and this year, it's too long of a contract, because we won't be back. A lot of people won't be back. Because I've, you know, heard it from people, heard it from them last year when we were there. That one guy in the tent that was walking by Chelsea and I made some comment about, holy shit, now we got to go uphill. And the guy turns and looks at me. Yeah, I went to the Lee Publication tent and I told him, you effing ruined this show by moving it here. He was pissed. So there's a pretty good chance he won't be back. Yeah. But, and like I said, I know it's all this. But sometimes people step over nickels to pick up pennies. That's all I'm going to say. So go spend a penny and buy a hat, shirt, whatever. I had to throw that in there because, you know, I had to wear a new hat and my t-shirt to the show. So we'll see you in the next one.